Your morning routine is making you sicker, sadder, and slower in retirement. The first 30 minutes of your morning have more power in it than most people realize, and these 5 habits are ruining it for you.
The 3 S's, sicker, sadder, and slower. Definitely not the way to start your day. If you're over 50, these habits could be stealing your time, your energy, your enthusiasm, and your motivation. And listen, this stage of life that we call the discovery phase is not supposed to be dull and foggy. It's supposed to be full of energy, excitement. Gotta think of another E.
E.
Energy, excitement, and enrichment.
Yes, there you go. I remember so well when we first got married, we were both working, and what my morning routine looked like. I'd get up early, because I always did, 4:30, 4:45, 5 o'clock. I'd go down to the kitchen, make a cup of coffee, grab my phone and my iPad, probably my laptop, turn the TV on, and listen and watch the TV from 5 to 5:30 as I did work. And then from 5:30 to 6, I'd watch the same 30-minute newsreel again, doing more work that I thought was productive. I felt like if I'm working, I'm really crushing the day. I get a head start over everyone else. You'd get up at 6, we'd have coffee together, then we watch the same 30-minute news and then go off to work.
Well, two things there. First of all, in the beginning of your story, everyone was probably like, where's Jody during all this?
Sleeping.
Jody does not get up at 3:30, 4:30, or 5. I do get up at 5:30 now. But the other thing I would say is comparing that routine when you're in the thick of all that you're doing, raising a family, working, managing teams, executing projects, whatever you're doing, it's hard to compare that with your retirement morning routine. And I guess the thing I would say about that is your retirement morning routine and the habits you put in, you're consciously choosing.
Right.
Like, I feel like back then we were not consciously choosing to watch 90 minutes of the news. Well, you 90 minutes, me 30 minutes.
Right.
But it's just what we fell into.
It's what we fell into. And we never, I shouldn't say never, we started to go to the gym. We joined the gym club. It was a really nice club, but we never went because we always said, you know what, we've had coffee, I have a meeting, I have things to do. So we never really created good habits in the morning, and we stuck with these bad habits for way too long.
Well, it's true. And, where most people get stuck is what we call retirement drift. Right? So people get stuck because things that you bring from your career, from your earning years, from your growing years of your family and all of that, you move them forward into retirement literally without consciously thinking about it. And some of those habits are maybe good habits, cooking dinner at night. We always sat with the kids around the table. That's a good habit, maybe. But bad habits were kind of that sluggish morning start.
Yeah. Second thing, people confuse comfort with restoration. You've worked your whole life, 38 years for me. And I know a lot of other people say, can't wait till I retire so I can just relax and be comfortable and watch TV and catch up on shows. That's not restorative relaxation. That turns your brain into a vegetable. Does that sound right? Yeah.
I'm not sure.
It doesn't sound nice.
It does not sound nice.
And I'm not judging. If you want to watch TV shows, that's great. But you can't watch TV all day long. Remember our good friend John? He retired. He got hooked on daytime TV and realized game shows. Yeah, till noon. And then he went out and had lunch or something. Now he's working part-time for a contractor, doing what he does best and what he loves to do. So you can't confuse the whole idea of comfort as restorative time.
Well, I also think a lot of us get into retirement, and honestly, Mark and I did it too. This is not a judgy comment at all, but we did this too. We got into retirement all of a sudden thinking the mornings don't really matter, right? The mornings are our time to sit back and stretch and linger on a cup of coffee, maybe do a crossword puzzle, maybe read the paper, maybe catch up on phone calls, maybe watch some TV. But you're right, the morning disappears and now you've lost half a day.
Right.
And if there's one thing that we could impress upon you is in this phase of life that we call the discovery phase, if in this phase of life, time is your most precious asset. And if you can really sit back and say, well, I wasted half a day, that's wasting a lot.
Well, let's reframe it. So I talked earlier about the importance of the morning in my opening comment and how that can fuel your day. And it can. And you've got to think of your morning, the first part of the day, as the time when you can really set your energy, your purpose, the things you want to get done. It's almost like thinking about, I just thought of this about a car. You fill it with fuel, you clean the windshields, you put air in the tires, and then you can go on the trip. But before you go on a trip, you're always going to do that to your car. Think of your body and your soul as the same thing. Spend time in the morning getting yourself set for the day, mentally and physically. It will make a huge difference in your life. So think about that as a different way to start your day.
And I know we get a lot of pushback on routine in retirement. You know, we see it in the comments, we read it, we respond. We try to give you our perspective. And we're not saying that every morning needs to be perfect.